All right, so today we are meeting to discuss what myself, as well as the other professionals in the school, found from assessing Maria.
Okay.
So one of the first things we did, we observed her in the classroom, and that includes myself, the reading specialist, and also the special education professional.
Okay.
She really doesn't consider herself the teacher since she oversees all of the other teachers, so she's just known as the special education specialist.
Perfect.
So what I found from her observations in the classroom was that she became frustrated very easily. She tended to shut down even as others were helping her. She wasn't really open to the idea of trying to fix some problems. So one of the goals that we have for at least my therapy, and I'm sure the other professionals can state their side as well, that we really want to work with her on using those techniques that we learn in therapy and being able to transfer that to the classroom environment so that she does become more confident in her schoolwork.
Okay.
We administered the SELF, which looks at the language components, and we have like following directions, recalling sentences, which I know from the teacher's input that she sometimes has difficulty with that as compared to last year. Formulating sentences, a lot of vocabulary components, her expressive and receptive words, so being able to understand them and then speak them back, and then just understanding spoken paragraphs to her and sentence assembly. And her scores were slightly below average. Don't let the below average discourage you. I personally don't like to use the term because I really don't think any child is below average or above average. It's just to use as a jumping off point for us so that we know where to implement therapy.
Great.
And working with the teacher and the reading specialist, one of the common things I noted was that she had a lot of difficulty with implementing specific vocabulary, whether it was a specific subject, and being able to follow directions in the classroom. So those are the goals that we're going to be implementing, and throughout the year they will be adjusted according to her progress.
Okay.
So every quarter I'm going to look over all of her results from past sessions, getting input from the reading teacher, from the special education specialist, as well as her classroom teacher, to see where her progress is and combine it all together.
Great.
Because I don't like to take just what the kid does in speech as part of their progress, because I mean, they may feel uncomfortable coming to the speech room. So I'm going to do actually a combined method of partially in the class and partially out of the class.
Okay.
So within the class, I'm going to be working with the teacher on implementing some reading, language, vocabulary techniques, along with the reading specialist to make her feel more inclusive in her environment instead of pulling her out.
Okay.
Because that might be why she's getting so upset, is because she already feels isolated, that you know, she is having all these problems in school now.
Okay.
But then about, I would say, every other week, I will pull her out.
Okay.
With a small group for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And we'll just work on those skills really hardcore, hitting the pavement, getting a lot of those vocab words that are necessary for her classroom down. And again, her IEP is effective today, and it'll last until the end of this school year, and it'll go all the way through to this date a year from now. And so we'll meet again every year and just reevaluate her skills, and if you have any problems with things that might arise or you may need some adjustments, feel free to contact us, because we appreciate the input, and you might see things at home that we obviously will not see at school. So your input is definitely beneficial to us. So do you understand the services that your child will be receiving at school?
Yes, so she will be getting speech services by you, and you'll do the pull in and pull out method.
Yeah.
And then she also receives services by the reading teacher, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
So the reading teacher, when she arrives, will go more into depth about that, but she will also be serving as kind of a partial aide in the class.
Okay.
So she'll be there for maybe an hour throughout the day to help her with skills as needed.
Okay.
She won't be as intensive as some other aides might be.
Okay.
But she'll be there if Maria happens to need the services.
Okay. Awesome. I think this is great. I'm excited for her.
All right. And if you could just sign the bottom there stating that you read everything, we will be set. And if you have any questions, you have my contact information, so feel free to ask.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.